I know I heard somebody just ask, can we do some word problems, please? I have no idea who it is, but I'm going to honor their request. Applications. What I'm not going to do is write all of these things out. So I'm going to let you look at my ugly book as we do in class. We've got a mail order company, equipment business shipped 120 packages one day. Customers are charged $6.50 for each standard delivery and $10 for each express delivery. Total shipping charges for the day were $934. How many of each kind of package were shipped? Now, in the intro to Chapter 6, I said that we would have restrictions on our two values. Well, here our two values are standard delivery and express delivery packages, and specifically how many of each we have. And our two restrictions are, the first one, we're told that there were a total of 120 packages. Okay, so that means that the standard ones plus the express ones have to add up to 120. And the second restriction is given by this. The standard ones cost $6.50 each. The express ones cost $10 each, and the total was $934. So two different restrictions, one on the number and one on the amount of money. And that's going to give us a couple systems here. So I'm going to use letters that make sense. I'm going to use S for standard and E for express. So I know from the first restriction that there were 120 packages shipped, that the standard plus the express has to equal 120. And then the cost, the standard was $6.50. So if I take $6.50 and multiply it by the number of standard packages, plus $10, I don't really need the 0.00, but just for emphasis, times the number of express packages, that's going to give me the $934 that they paid for shipping that day. Okay, so this is your system of equations, and you are free to solve that by whatever method you like. If you want to do it by elimination, you can multiply the top one by maybe negative $6.50, and then the S's will cancel. If you want to do it by substitution, the top one will solve very easily for either S or E. If you want to graph it, that's fine too. You'll have to mess around with your window. And if you want to use the calculator, you have to wait till our next lecture. We're going to talk about that. So let's look at another one here. Number 61. The owner of the Daily Grind coffee shop mixes French roast coffee worth $12 a pound with Colombian coffee worth $9.50 a pound in order to get 20 pounds of a mixture worth $10.50 per pound. How much of each type of coffee was used? You may want to snap a picture of that or write those details down. I'm not going to have room on the screen for both of them. Okay, so our two restrictions are that we have to have 20 pounds of the mixture, right? So the French plus the Colombian, that's our two things we're trying to figure out. The French plus the Colombian have to equal 20. And the cost needs to work out to where the $12 a pound French roast and the $9.50 a pound Colombian sort of balance each other out to make a mixture worth somewhere in between, $10.50 a pound. So we've got our French and Colombian. I'm going to use F and C for those. So my first restriction is that the French plus the Colombian has to equal 20. The French was $12 a pound, so the total value of the French coffee in the mixture is 12 times however many pounds there are. $9.50 per pound for the Colombian, so $9.50 times however many pounds, and that'll give us how much all of that coffee is worth. Now you got to be careful with this one. The mixture that we ended up with is worth $10.50 a pound, but there are 20 pounds of it. Okay, so this is cost per pound times number of pounds, cost per pound times number of pounds. And then over here, we need 1050 times the number of pounds. And that works out to be $210, I think. And again, the point of the applications is to get here. You already know how to solve those a couple different ways. So I'm going to leave that for you. I'm going to do one more. This will be a relatively long video for this class. But I think you'll appreciate this one. A 1 cup serving of spaghetti with meatballs contains 260 calories and 32 grams of carbohydrates. A 1 cup serving of chopped iceberg lettuce contains 5 calories and 1 gram of carbohydrates. How many servings of each would be required in order to obtain 400 calories and 50 grams of carbs? Okay, find somewhere to write that information down so that you can check those numbers or see where they're coming from. We're going to end up with 2 equations again, but this one's going to be very different from the previous 2. We are asked to find out how many servings of spaghetti and how many servings of chopped iceberg lettuce. And we're going to get one equation from our calories and one equation from our carbs. Now, we were told that each serving of spaghetti contained 260 calories. So 260 calories times the number of servings of spaghetti plus the 1 cup serving of chopped iceberg lettuce contains 5 calories. So 5 calories times the number of servings of lettuce. And we were asked how many servings of each in order to get 400 calories. All right. For the carbs, we were told that 32 grams of carbs in the spaghetti. So 32 times the number of servings. And we were told that the iceberg lettuce had 1 gram of carbs. So 1 times the number of servings of lettuce. And we were also asked to find a meal that had 400 calories and 50 grams of carbs. Right? So there's our system of equations. And again, you're welcome to solve that any way you like. I think we end up with something like 1.5 of those and 2 of those. In fact, I'm pretty sure that is accurate. Yeah, you should get 1.5 servings of spaghetti plus 2 servings of lettuce out of that. I know you don't like being left without numeric answers, but you have the ability to find them, and I will let you do that, and I'll talk to you next time.